How you doing? This is Robert Price, owner of Elite Minds LLC, which is a mental performance consulting services that really promotes professionals exceeding their potential in every field of human endeavor, from sport to business to school to just life in general. And so I really wanted to share with you today just a title really called I Really Want to Care. And so when we understand what motivation is, and you'll know this because we're closing off 2020 and we're opening up our opportunities here for 2021. And oftentimes this is a time for all of us to simply reflect on what happened in 2020 and start to create plans to improve by even 1 or 2% in 2021. And so I have the opportunity just to share with you just something very quick that will allow you to at least start creating a good platform for yourself as you continue to journey towards a champion mindset. And so what I recognize is this, is that we all struggle with motivation from time to time. I mean, this is a personal struggle that I have, but oftentimes everyone struggles with motivation. And we need to really truly understand where that even comes from. Is that what we value? Is that from what we think we should be? And how do we get to where we're going? I mean, motivation is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful journey and quest to figure that out for yourself. So I'm going to help you a little bit and just wrap some of that up for you. So we recognize that sometimes we are simply able to push through and make it happen because we have to. Now, unfortunately, our athletes that I work with struggle with this, and oftentimes they lose interest quickly, and particularly maybe trying to acquire or obtain or do better, or maybe to take an old skill and make it a little bit better. And so people lose interest very quickly. And I often ask myself, well, why is that? I mean, 2021, as you all are well aware of, is an opportunity for a new start or a fresh start. Many of us believe this. And so why are we losing interest quickly? I'm not really sure for you specifically, but what I do know is this, is that many times people do not attach their motivations to the things that they value. And so we'll talk a little bit about that here. But what I want you to understand is this, is I am sure you've heard you say, or your athlete or your kids say, that I don't really care or I'm getting bored. And learning how to effectively motivate yourself requires consistently, with the right attitude, with realistic expectations. And I'll say that one more time. So you have to be able to be consistent with the right attitude, with realistic expectations. This is key to your sustained commitment. Now, the first step to improving an athlete's motivation, or someone who is interested in journeying alongside this mindset, is to know what gets you motivated. You also need to understand that what causes folks to lose motivation is that they just want to quit. And so what I've been able to figure out over the last 20 years of just working with elite performers is that these are some of the common themes that I see in them. They love to practice and compete. That's number one. They love to practice and compete. They like to work on their weaknesses so that they can improve. Now, the key to that is you have to search and look for those weaknesses. Sometimes they're glaring, but oftentimes they're very subtle. They also get excited about the competition, not the event itself, but those in which they're competing with. They want to win and they hate to lose. Now, this might be a little strong for many of us, but we do recognize that winning in and of itself is not something that we have 100% control over. I mean, you can meet an athlete that particular day, or a person that is really striving to be awesome that particular day that just outduels you, and that is okay. But the key is this. Do you really want to win but hate to lose? I mean, there's a difference. And so many of these athletes, again, over time have also shared with me that they have a high expectation for their performance. Now, it's measured. We do measure them. We do take a look back and understand where and how we can get to that, and understand, really, are we meeting our expectations? That's crucial. The other thing is that they're dedicated to what they're doing. We know that people get dedicated to something and then they can sustain that motivation over a period of time. And that's because they value what they do. The other one is this. You stay committed even when challenged. We recognize that challenges are going to come. Failures will happen. But it's getting through those failures in order to get onto the other side, so that way we can actually stay committed during that time when we're challenged. We already know that we're going to be challenged, so you just have to put in your mind, there will be a challenge. If there's no challenge, then it's too easy and we haven't set a goal that is attainable enough for you. And then we go after those goals with gazelle-like intensity. So one thing to recognize is that each of these themes have some good and some challenges in them. I love working with people and helping them manage these things so that they can maximize every aspect of their performance. And I can't wait to work with you to obtain the mindset of a champion. I continue to look for different ways to find me, whether it's on Instagram at Elite Minds LLC or on my website, www.elitemindsllc.com, or even if it's on Twitter at Elite Minds. You can find me on any of those social media platforms. I look forward to working with you, but also just chatting and talking with you about how we can get you along where you are in your journey to journey with me, so that way you can actually have the mindset of a champion. Again, this is Robert Price, owner of Elite Minds LLC. I look forward to working with you here in 2021. Have a great day.